Want to look better in your next Zoom or meeting? Well, the answer might be right in your pocket. Hey, Rabbi David here, your Torah tech guy. I'm just looking at my comments. I'm seeing a shalom. Oh my goodness, the BTS command station is, yeah, it is a little bit of a command station. Let me put that up there. By the way, if you are watching in the Facebook group and you want to make sure that your name is associated with this, I posted earlier today, there's a link you have to go to give Restream permissions to see your name. But in any case, I'm David, Pastor, your Torah tech guy, and I'm here to share with you some great tech for your great Torah. So it's right in your pocket. Right? We all have a cell phone. We all have a mobile phone. And the iPhones and the Android phones of today have such good quality cameras that we really don't need to be relying on third-party webcams to get a really good image. Now, will this work well in a sanctuary setting? No. But if you're leading a service or teaching a class from at home, you can look amazing just using the camera in your phone. And today I want to share with you two different apps. Bishop Oliver, my brother. That is indeed my brother. Hello, how are you, Mr. Oliver? Good to see you. I want to share with you two apps that you can use to get your a clean feed. We'll talk about why that's important in a moment. A clean feed from your phone into your computer to use as a webcam. So let's jump over to a couple of the different options. The first one is Camo. This is an app that's been around for a while. It's a really, really good app. For my taste, it's a little bit on the expensive side. I think it's $79 for a lifetime license, or $39 a year, something like that. But it's got a lot of functionality built in, and I'll show you some of that when we get into a live demo. So Camo, if you go to reincubate.com/camo, you can find out more about it there. You get film quality video. You can use it for any of the meeting apps that you use. You can zoom, you can pan, you can do all this different stuff right within the app, so you don't have to be futzing around, messing around with your phone during the stream. So this is Camo, and I'll show you that in action in just a moment. The other one I want to show you is Shoot. This is made by a friend of mine, Michael Forrest. I'm proud to call him a friend. And this is a really powerful app also. It's significantly less expensive than Camo, and dead easy to use. I mean, just simple, simple, simple. The great thing about, there are many great things about Shoot. One of the great things that I love about Shoot is that Michael is incredibly responsive to feedback, and he's always iterating, putting out new updates and trying out new things. It's really a fantastic app. So why don't we do this? Let's jump in to a demo of these two. Let me minimize this guy. All right. So we're going to dive into a demo here. And what I'm going to show you is I've got two things open on my screen over here. I've got, boy, that's way too many Davids. All right, so I've got a Zoom meeting going, and on this side over here, it's my right, I'm not sure what that is for you, that is the Camo web interface. So all you need to do for any of these apps is, I've got to turn off one of these faces. This is just too much. Hold on, can I turn that off? There we go. Okay. I know my audio is going to be a little bit out of sync. That's because I'm using two different computers. So all you need to get either of these to work is, number one, download the app on the App Store. And number two, download the little app or applet that you put on your computer, on your, in this case, I'm using a Mac, to make the connection. And then you plug in your phone with a Lightning to USB cable, and you're good to go. So here's what the interface looks like for Camo. Now, I do not have a paid Camo subscription, but you can see I have some basic functionality built in here. I can choose from the different If you do have a pro account, you get all this functionality, but you can choose from the different lenses on your phone. You can zoom in, you can rotate, you can do all the image adjustments that you want over here. On this side, you can do light adjustments. There's a lot of functionality built in to Camo. And this is and I'm using it right here in this Zoom meeting. So you can see in the Zoom meeting, if I make it, if I bring up my video here, I've got a few different cameras connected because I want to show you a couple different options. So this is the Camo camera. I'm going to switch to a webcam, my OBSBot Tiny camera, and you can see right there the difference. I think that the OBSBot is great. I love the OBSBot. You can see there's a lot less color, a lot less vibrancy to it. Let me switch back over to Camo. Now, the images are mirrored, so you can unmirror it or mirror your image in Camo if you want to. But this is just, I'm now using my phone. This is my iPhone 13 right into my Mac and right out to you through Zoom or through wherever, if you were in YouTube or whatever. Let me jump over to Shoot. Now, for this, I'm going to come back here because I don't want you all to get seasick as I flip my phone around. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Shoot. Now, one of the nice things about Shoot is that as much as it's nice having that web interface where you can do all the adjustments and things like that, it feels a little heavy. There's a lot there. With Shoot, you literally just, you download the app, you just plug it in and it just sees it. There's nothing else to do. So let me make this big for you and we'll go over here. So this is the Shoot video camera. You can see the colors are not quite as rich as in Camo, but again, that's because each of these apps has their own settings. You can adjust any of these settings right in the app on your phone in Shoot. So this is Shoot. The Shoot app connected via a USB cable, Lightning USB cable, right to my computer, and I'm in a Zoom meeting. Once I installed the app on my phone, once I installed it on the computer, I literally just go down here to the bottom in Zoom, and I'll see it pop up as an option. Now, I want to show you a couple of the other really cool features that specifically Shoot has. So I'm going to actually turn this around. Let me, I'm going to flip my phone actually because I put the cable on the wrong side. And I want to really have some flexibility to show you some of the cool things that this does. So if you're not using the Shoot app to film yourself, but you're using it maybe as a second camera or something like this, then you really have some fun things that you can do. So I'm going to bring up, this is now me over here, obviously, and the Zoom, I've got the Zoom call up, and I'm using the Shoot app now. I've just moved it sort of as a secondary camera. Now check this out. You're not seeing any of this, I'll show you this in a moment, but if I, with 2 fingers, click on the image, it's now frozen. I'm moving the camera, but the image is frozen. And now check this out. I can actually telestrate on the image in real time for people to see. Come on, that's kind of cool, right? You double tap with 2 fingers again, and you're back in movie mode, as you will. It's almost like it takes a freeze frame and then allows you to interact with that freeze frame. So if you're doing holiday cooking, or you're teaching someone about the Torah and you want to give them a shot of the Torah, but you don't want to have to worry about the phone jiggling around and stuff, you can actually go ahead and 2-finger click. I just did it. 2-finger click on the screen. It'll freeze the frame, and then you can pull up the telestrator and say, ooh, look at this guy reading Torah over here. He looks so happy reading the Torah. It's Parshat, whatever, right? Okay. So let me do this. Let me jump out of this, and I'm going to actually bring up the interface for you to see. Now, for this, I'm going to use another feature that Camo has, which is that you actually don't need to be plugged in at all. Well, kind of. So what I'm going to do is, and this is how I use it actually. I'm going to open. I said Camo before. I meant Shoot. I'm sorry. So I'm actually opening my Shoot app, and I'm going to go in and mirror my screen. Now I've got an Apple TV connected, so I can actually AirPlay to my Apple TV. So that's what I'm going to do. So that way, now you should, if I switch over to my Apple TV, yeah, there you go. All right, so now I'm using Shoot wirelessly. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get out of the Shoot app so that you can see my phone. So let me go. Oh, you know what's interesting? This actually won't, it won't let me show you the interface because it's that good. It's that good. It hides the interface from you. So let me see if I wonder if I could do this. I'm going to pull up this camera again. I'm going to try and show it to you this way. Let's see if that works. Will that work? Yeah, so you can see the interface there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side there. These are the different options that you have, your different cameras. There's your voice down there. If I scroll up on this, there's my telestration. I wonder if I'll be able to click on this backwards. There's my telestrator. So now I can draw all over this and telestrate right on top. And if I want to get rid of it, I just click on that again and it goes away. And again, the 2-finger, and it freezes the image right there, which is really, I think, sort of amazing. 2 fingers again, and it's working again. So that's the Shoot app. Camo and Shoot, they're both really, really solid solutions. You can use Shoot wirelessly without what I'm doing, without the Apple TV. You can just do it over AirPlay to your computer. I would always recommend plugging in. Wireless stuff wigs me out a little bit. I'm never sure it's 100% going to work, but I would definitely, if you have an extra cable and you don't need to be all that mobile, I would plug it in. If you need to be mobile, then of course you can unplug it and use AirPlay or something like that. If you want to get information about either of these, let me bring you back over here so that you can get these. So the first one, again, is that we talked about is Camo. And if you're interested in Camo, go to reincubate.com/camo, where you can get everything there. If you're interested in Shoot app, I want to invite you to go to TorahTechGuy.com/shoot. TorahTechGuy.com/shoot. That'll bring you right here where you can download the app. You can get the little applet or the little app that you put on your computer so that it will connect for you. It really is so easy to set up. It looks like it's cross-platform. So you can use Lightning, USB, Mac only, but you can use other ways of connecting to a PC. And you can connect wirelessly over AirPlay if you want. He even has a desk app here that will allow you to connect multiple cameras. Both of these apps are really fantastic. I'm especially partial to Shoot. And yes, I absolutely agree with you, Brother Oliver. Hardwired is always ideal. I just have to say that it's way too easy, my friends, to get complacent and to just give in to a Logitech C920 webcam because we all have it, or the $15 webcam that you bought on Amazon. Yeah, people can see you, but do they want to through that lens, through that camera? You can look really, really good. And when you're teaching Torah, when you're preaching, when you're sharing, you want to sound and look your best. So you don't need to spend a lot of money. Grab the phone, the best camera that you have. It's in your pocket. Grab that phone. Grab one of these 2 apps. They're not expensive, and use that. I had a little kind of gooseneck phone holder that was supposed to be here. I was going to show you, but I don't have it. It didn't come yet. It got lost by Amazon. This is a sun pack. I have no idea. I got this like a gazillion years ago. It's just a cheap little tripod, and you just put one of these phone holders on top, and that's how I can mount it. And once you've got that, you all know the rest of the tricks, right? Keep your phone just above eye level. Make sure you're framed, eyes on the top 3rd line, chin on the bottom 3rd line. You guys know how to get it done. So definitely check those out. Reincubate.com/camo or TorahTechGuy.com/shoot. And hey, while you're on the web, why not check out all the other stuff that I have to offer you at TorahTechGuy.com. You can even become a part of Reach More, Teach More, where I give you the tools to look your best, to sound your best, to do your best, to reach more people, to teach more Torah. All good stuff is happening over there. Hey, by the way, I'm going to be on a really special training later this week on Friday. I'm doing a training for Ecamm Live with Zoom. And we're going to be talking specifically about Zoom ISO, how to use Zoom ISO. If you don't know what that is, check it out. I think it's on Friday. I've been posting about it all week. I think it's at 1 o'clock on Friday, something like that. Maybe 12 o'clock. I think it's 1 o'clock. I'll show up on time, I promise. That's all I got for you, my friends. The best camera you have is right in your pocket. See you later. Bye.